Hello there everybody! Today I'm going to be second attempt of utilizing these molds here. These are little gears that I got from eBay. I did try about 2 days ago my first round and I had some difficulties with the resin. It became almost halfy in quality very quickly, and my theory is that I either mixed too much resin at once, or I warmed it up too much beforehand, or I added too much additive, or I took too much time stirring in the 5 different colors to where when it was time to actually fill the molds, it had already started to thicken too much. So today I'm going to try to avoid those problems by mixing a smaller amount of resin, only making one color. I want to combine these two colors to make a more opaque penny color, and yeah, less resin, less colors, less warm. Won't warm the resin quite so much beforehand, and see how that goes. I also have this little thing that I bought off of eBay. The brand is Born Pretty. It's supposed to be a duo-chome powder, and it's some sort of like dark copper green combination. I think I'm going to try to dust a few of the shapes with it in the molds first before mixing and pouring the resin and see how that comes out. So that'll be fun, a new element to experiment with. So let's get started. Oh, gloves. Ooh, pretty. There's not a ton in there, that's for sure. But I think I probably paid like 99 cents or $1.09 or something for it. It came with this little thing too, very useful. I hope I'm not damaging the mold. I'm trying to force this stuff into the grooves. I hope it doesn't end up mad at me. Maybe something with a lot of area in it. Getting inside those little tiny gear teeth is going to be ridiculous. You know, when I turn my head, it really does switch. You can see from one angle I look, it's green, and from another, it is like a silvery color. I wonder if that will show on camera. I think it's going to be lovely. I'm kind of excited. Again, I don't think it's gonna get inside of those gear teeth, but I mean, the top part will be shimmery, I think. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. Yeah, definitely not all that warm this time. I'm going to try to do it at the 10 mark. I think it's about half the amount that I did last time. These bottles, for me, have gotten incredibly sticky on their outside. Over the course of I've been working with these for maybe a month or 2. So if anybody's got some recommendations on how to handle this stuff in a more efficient manner, then maybe. I think I'm most likely just messy. And now it is time for 5 minutes of slow and careful stirring that I will save you from by pausing the video. Now ready? Got that mixed, I believe that'll be. See, it's making it just like a darker, yeah. I like the idea of it looking metallic, but also a little bit aged. So I'm just gonna make it a darker color. Now there is some sort of rule that says adding more than 10% of a colorant, such as an acrylic paint, will interfere with the curing abilities of the resin product. So like, I won't be adding that much to the mix because I think that'll be more than 10%, maybe. So let's take our mixed resin. Maybe I will need that much. It looks darker once I put it into the resin. I mean, into the cup of the resin. It looks less metallic and more black. Interesting. But it still looks pretty transparent when it gets thin. So let's give it A little bit more sparkle. At this point, it's still liquid. I don't feel a whole lot of heat in the cup. Last time one of them while I was mixing it, started to feel real hot within the cup, and I think that's what sped up the curing and made it thicker and harder to manipulate. These swirls are kind of cool. Maybe I should leave those in there. That seems like a lot that I added, but this also seems like this little butterfly is more full than any of my other butterflies. Alright, I think that will be my color for today. I see other people on YouTube being very good at controlling their resin as they pour it and put it into their molds. No idea how they do that. Maybe it's more liquid like this, not so gloopy. Maybe it's a skill you pick up doing other stuff like baking or something else I don't know anything about. Little tiny gear is so cute. Maybe this is the one, and actually more or less came out last time. Came out okay. I was surprised, pleasantly, quite happy. I don't know how to tell whether it gets into all those spaces or not. Anyone have any advice on complicated molds and figuring out how to get them without like little trapped bubbles in places? Like for these gears it would be between the shapes or within the little teeth, but I've got other molds that want to get, I mean I'm just poking stuff, but I don't know if poking it down into those places is just as likely to introduce more bubbles as sort of move ones that are there away or out. I don't know. It doesn't seem like this stuff is thickening up like the last time, so I don't feel, maybe I shouldn't feel rushed. I mean I do feel rushed, but maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I saved so much time by not mixing 5 different colors. Yep, so this is going to be real opaque, real transparent. I can already tell. But that's okay. Hopefully I didn't add so much in there that, add so much acrylic paint that it screws up its ability to cure. Hopefully it'll still cure by tomorrow. Oh, I'm so excited about that powder. I think that's going to look gorgeous. Woohoo! Moving right along. I like these shapes with the curved arms on them. Though these are pretty big for the ones on this this mold. Here are pretty large for what I imagine I'm going to use them for. I'm trying to scrape it off those center parts and into the actual teeth. First time around, I ended up having a skin of extra resin all over each mold. It made cleaning them up a bit difficult too, I think. So if I can keep them a little bit clearer, which I think I've managed to do so far, demolding and working with them after will be easier. Yep, it's thickening up now a bit. Getting towards the end of my mixed resin here. I want to make sure I get that other one that I had pre-colored. Oh, this is part of a really big one. I don't know if I've got enough resin for this. Let's find out. I don't even know what I'll use this clock face type thing for. And these are the little hands. And last time, I don't know, while I was trimming them out, I lost the little power hands. And because this is so thin, looks like it's gonna be real transparent. I have an idea though. I have an idea. I've got this little tiny bit left here. Maybe I can make it work for me. Come on, little resin, come on out of there. And then I had a whole lot of black acrylic over here. What if I coated the back? I mean, now it's a little bit, maybe it's something, maybe I should paint it after the fact, huh? This one's gonna be pretty weird. Oh well. Life is for learning. Yeah, the top one. As with everything, I don't know if it works, I don't know what I'm doing. Yay! Alright, cool, so I learned that 40, I think they're milliliters, 40 milliliters fills about 2.5 of these, so that's cool. Useful information. Let's poke it with the poker. I like it. Alright, cool. So I think that's all I'm gonna try to mess with for today. This is interesting how the black all kind of fell towards the center. We will set this aside for 24 hours and I get back with you on how well it worked. Those shiny ones I think are going to be really cool. We'll see. Alright, welcome back. So it's been about 24 hours and I think they are cured up enough to where we can demold them and see how they came out. So, most exciting part. Yeah, that powder really is very shiny and opaque. The face ended up being pretty transparent. So that acrylic black, I guess, unless I put in more, doesn't seem to automatically make it opaque. Ooh, yeah, this came out nice. Got one little bubble along the side, little pieces to break off, but yeah, that looks great. So these guys are all sort of attached. I can cut them apart. It did cure pretty well. I think the last set when I took them apart, they were softer. Oh yeah, no bubbles. Great. A little bit more transparent than I think I wanted them, but that's okay. Still a little bit soft, so hopefully I'll be able to take the X-Acto to it. The last one, when I was working with the X-Acto, I cut myself a little bit. I did. That happened. Oops. Yeah, awesome. This has a little powder on its surface. Only one space, but no bubbles. Oh, good, good, good. Yep, they're popping out super easy, which is great. Uh-oh. I do like these key shapes. This is the one with the powder on it. Oh, so cool. And this one's kind of stuck a little bit. There we go. That's awesome. And it looks like all the teeth pretty much made it all the way into the mold, so there's no bubbles last time when I did this shape. It had some missing teeth, basically. I was trying to make this one not have solid in the middle, but yeah, little coating there. This one's a little stuck. Nice. This one's got some bubbles in on the back side. That's okay. Oh, it looks like it's missing a bunch of its teeth, actually. So that one wasn't such a great pour. This one's gonna be shiny. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this definitely makes it look very metallic. I love it. This one's nice thin gear, which I didn't think was a good idea at first, but then I thought, well, for what I'm using them for, the thin will actually be probably very helpful. And this is a super thin one. Nice. All right. So this is my second round with these molds. What do you guys think about them? I do like that chrome powder a whole lot. Maybe I should have ordered more than one of those tiny little things. This is what they look like. Thank you so much for taking the time and checking out this thing with me. I hope you come back around and check out whatever else I get up to. I don't know. I don't know what will be next. It'll be fun to find out though. Take it easy, guys. Thanks. Bye.